There's this unspoken rule in our world that rest is for the weak. If you're not grinding, not pushing, not hustling 24/7, it's like you're falling behind. But here's the thing. If you don't stop to rest, you're not really moving forward either. You're just spinning your wheels, running on fumes, pretending everything's fine while your mind and body quietly wave the white flag. What's ironic is that the very thing we've been conditioned to see as lazy is actually the secret ingredient to doing our best work. Rest isn't indulgent, it's essential. Rest isn't about being lazy. It's about giving yourself permission to step back so you can come back stronger. Think of it like charging your phone. You wouldn't expect your phone to last all day if you never plugged it in, right? Your energy works the same way. When you rest, you're recharging. Mentally, emotionally, physically. You're giving yourself the fuel to do more, think clearer, and actually enjoy the process. Without rest, you're like a car running on empty, sputtering through the motions, but never really getting anywhere. The problem with hustle culture is it tricks us into thinking that more hours equal more success. But how many times have you pushed through exhaustion, only to realize you're not even doing your best work? You sit there staring at a screen, hoping for inspiration to strike, but all you're left with is frustration. Rest flips the script. It reminds us that quality beats quantity. A rested mind solves problems faster, sees opportunities clearer, and has the creativity to think outside the box. When you're burnt out, all you see are obstacles. When you're rested, you start seeing solutions. And let's talk about creativity for a second. Some of the best ideas come not when you're grinding, but when you're doing something completely unrelated. Ever notice how the shower, a walk, or even just lying on the couch can spark something brilliant? That's your brain at work in its natural state, connecting dots, exploring possibilities, doing its thing without the constant pressure to produce. But without rest, you never give it the chance to wander, to play, to stumble onto something amazing. Rest isn't just about physical recovery either. It's about mental clarity and emotional resilience. When you're always on, your brain doesn't get a chance to breathe. You lose touch with yourself, with what you're feeling, with what you really need. It's like drowning out your inner voice with constant noise. Rest isn't just a break, it's a reset. It's a chance to reconnect, to listen to your thoughts instead of drowning them out with the hum of busyness. You might even find that rest helps you rediscover why you started your journey in the first place. At first, resting might feel uncomfortable, especially if you've bought into the idea that doing nothing is wasted time. But rest isn't about doing nothing. It's about creating space. Space to think, to dream, to just be. It's in those moments of stillness that clarity shows up. You realize what actually matters and what's just clutter. And when you get back to work, you're focused, refreshed, ready to handle whatever comes your way. It's like coming out of a fog, suddenly able to see the path ahead. And let's not ignore what rest does for your relationships. When you're always in hustle mode, it's easy to let connections slip. You're too busy to call that friend, too tired to show up fully for your family, too distracted to be present. Rest gives you the time and energy to nurture those bonds. It lets you be there for the people who matter most, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. It's a reminder that life isn't just about achieving, it's also about connecting. So here's the truth. Rest is productive. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's how you stay sharp, stay sane, and stay in love with what you're doing. Next time you feel the pull to keep pushing, ask yourself, are you really making progress, or are you just wearing yourself out? Remember, it's not about how much you do, it's about how well you do it. And the well part, that's where rest comes in. Take a deep breath, let yourself pause. The world will still be there when you're ready to jump back in, and when you do, you'll bring your best self to it. Rest isn't the opposite of work, it's what makes your work worthwhile. Imagine this moment as a chance to recharge, to realign, to rediscover what really matters. Let that sink in and take it easy for a while. You've earned it.